because I'm always out there the third weekend in November. I mean, the third weekend of the month. Due to me working in November, I mean, working in Milwaukee every third Thursday, I could just bounce to Atlanta, do a week there, Kiki, fall out, hang out, and then I come home. So I like that. That give me, time to chill, hang out, and get my gym. Hey, J. Oh, hey, J. I know. Did y'all miss me? And I'm eating some Red Hots. So I have extra flavor in thy mouth. So that's why I was chewing and talking and damn near slobbering like that, okay? Hey, everybody get tipsy. Hey, I'm on YouTube as well. Tomorrow, I just have some I'm gonna post up some pictures of me and someone tomorrow doing something together. Well, I guess I could go and say. Well, I'm just gonna just say, 'cause I think it's supposed to be like a surprise for me for them. But tomorrow I'm gonna post up some pictures and stuff, and hopefully some video content of me and somebody tomorrow, uh, working together. And Kiki and falling out, they do their part, I do my part. You know. So let's see. Okay, so I gotta you starting to use the word chew now a lot off when referring to eating. Yeah, that's what you do. You got to chew. Uh, but it's not like a bomb. But it's just like okay, people are not gonna expect it, or I don't know, but it's gonna be hot. It's like oh, hopefully it start a buzz and yeah, we can get it together and do something for the near future. I'm just thinking positive thoughts. You know, positive thoughts keeps you young. Nothing like that. I drink wine, but I don't drink alcohol, like liquor and all that. I don't drink liquor. I just drink red wine, or I drink like some beer, but I don't drink hard liquor. Nothing. And I'm very light on the wine. I could do a good 3 glasses. Um, no Rona. But yeah, I can do a couple of glasses, but I'm not really big. Uh, Auntie's birthday. You know what? Her birthday was actually on Monday, the 25th, but they just took her out to go eat somewhere on that Sunday. I didn't go. I talked to her, and all that stuff, but she had a really good time, and I'll see her Friday when I go home. hmm I'm gonna give her a nice token of love. She's 77, and she's like the grandmother of the family because my grandmother passed away when my mom and her twin brother was like 6 weeks old of heart problems and stuff. Cause no tea, no shade. See, I wasn't even. Let me tell y'all something. This is why I be so happy and I'm so thankful because I'm not even. So many things that happened before I even came here. I'm not even supposed to be here, y'all. Not only did I have pneumonia when I was a little baby, and I almost died from that. Um, my grandmother was told that after she had my auntie, she wasn't able to have any more kids. So my mama wasn't even supposed to be born, right? So, but she was, and they said that either you can have the babies and they can live and risk their life, or y'all can just die. She said, well, no, I'm gonna have my babies. So she had the twins, which is my mama and her twin brother. But so after she had the babies and stuff, everything was fine. It was like perfect and everything. But she started having heart problems, and heart problems runs in the family. But she started having these heart problems, so they started checking after her heart. Well, like 6 months or 6 weeks, I'm not sure. I know something with a six. After that, she had passed away. So my mom and them never met their mother, right? But my auntie have the last words that my grandmother told my auntie was, "Look after your brother and sisters." So my auntie been doing that her whole life. So when her oldest daughter became pregnant at like 16, um, my brothers and everybody, they was all laughing like, "Ah, you gonna be a grandma? We gonna call you grandma," and it stuck. So the whole family just started calling her grandma. So she's like our grandma. She's our auntie, but she's like our grandma. So the whole family call her grandma, and for the cousins and nieces and nephews, we all call her grandma. We don't call her auntie, we call her grandma. So unless the older cousins that's older than us call her auntie. All of us that's was born like in the 70s, we all call her grandma. That's just what it is, so whatever. So she's grandma, auntie, grandma. So and she took care of all of us, you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna go down there, but I gotta work Saturday. And spend, hang out down there and give her a little token of love. And just tell her go splurge on herself, honey. Just go buy something for yourself. Shit. Fuck it. One year I had took her bills and stuff and paid up all her bills and stuff. She was like, something's going on because they keep giving me these credits and telling me I have no balance, and the bill come in saying this and saying that, and I'm calling up there, going up there. They just saying that it's been paid, and she's like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on. And all the whole time, my ass sitting up there paying it. She didn't even know it. I didn't tell her till like a few months later. And by that time, whatever she owed was caught up, paid over, had, leverage and shit, credit. I'm like, Grandma did that shit. She didn't even know. I was going to the house, finding the bills and shit. I'm rambling through. Do I got the mail over here? I'm going through shit, putting shit in my pocket, running up to the damn cable place or the damn electric place or water bill place, and I'm just paying the bill off. She even had no idea. She said, it must be the Lord. It is. It is the Lord. Absolutely, it's the Lord. Definitely the Lord. So does my mom get mad not knowing her mom? You know what? I recently had a situation with my mother. And for some reason, that was in my head, like, she had never even known her mom. She had never mentioned it to me or said anything about it, but I do know around Mother's Day and my grandmother's birthday, she gets, she gets this certain type of feeling or whatever, but she never really expressed it. But I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Okay, but you ask the question like, because what happens is when you get a bill or you get something that say your bills are paid up, the first thing you're thinking is, well, who paid it and how, what's going on, because you don't want them to say down the line, oh, you owe me, because we made a glitch, and it was a glitch in our system where we had gave you credit, which you don't deserve credit. Then you got to pay that shit back, and they tell you if you don't pay in 3 days, we're gonna cut you off. So I could get that, but she was cool. After I told, I was like, girl, I was paying it. I'm like, yes, I did. And I had to tell her what was spent. I said, you have 153 times, right? She said, you did pay that. I sure did. Every time I was coming down, every time I had to work, I was going to go pay some bills. Pay this shit up real quick. Paid her car note, but bought her car, cause I would never forget. She took care of everybody. She take care of everybody. So one day she had called and I'm like, hey grandma, what's going on? She's like, oh nothing. I'm just calling all my nieces and nephews and everybody, trying to, get a little collection going. I'm like, collection, what's going on? Because anytime we have like barbecues and something like that, I have always said, I take care of the meat. You know, let me take care of the meat. Everybody do the rest of the thing. Because the meat is always the biggest thing. So I have always just given everybody, the money for the meat for the family. So I'm like, what you collect the money for? And she was like, well, I'm a little down on my, on my luck right now. I have some things come up and I got my car note coming, insurance, yada, yada, yada. I don't want to deal. I just, I need something, a break on something. So I'm just calling up everybody to try to get $20 to pay my car note. I said, you better not call. Hey, McGee, I need some new clothes. I said, you better not call not one other person. How much is a car note? And she told me it was only like $168. So I'm like, girl, what kind of credit you got? So, and then with insurance, it came out to be like 2 or 8 or something. Child, please, don't call nobody. You got it. So I just did that for her. I've been doing that for her. Then we paid the car off. Shit. But you have got to take care of the ones who are taking care of you. You have to. And I just made sure she don't want for nothing on my behalf. So I'm going to go down there and see her and tell her to get her ass in that kitchen. Uh-oh. And roll me up some tacos. I know it's your birthday. It was mine too. But hell. Happy birthday. My birthday is you in the kitchen making me tacos. See how God works? So yeah. So that's what I do. I take care of the ones who take care. But Adam, I do need some clothes. Shit. And I didn't even, I was surprised that she had even had like told the family that I did. And I was like, what you tell them for? It ain't their business. Shit. You're not gonna want for shit. I'm doing good, baby. I ain't seen nothing. Nobody read nothing down. I don't give a damn who's reading who. Ain't nobody read me because I can't be read. Because they can't tell me shit, nothing about me that I already don't know. So a bitch can't tell me shit. So I really don't know what's going on with that young lady, nor do I care. And I really don't give a fuck. To be honest. Whatever you got in mind. Whatever you got in mind. Shit, I just need some new shit. I do want like some French costumes. Ah. I have a lot of friends, McGee, that I want friends and stuff made out of, so I can. Shit, I'm working on my Tina Turner. Like it just sounds like the same old music. I'm getting my Tina Turner in. Big wheels keep on turning. I'm really getting into Tina Turner, Jeff. I really am. Shit. You forgot. I was wondering what was happening, Liz. I said, I thought we was doing a family Zoom today. Okay, well, use your friends, McGee, because you already got it there. Just get the sewing. What we got down there? I got fabric. Yeah. Okay, Adam, get off of here real quick. Go look on YouTube and look at Patti LaBelle, Any Love. She is gold. It's like a gold mustard color, like fringe outfit. I need like 2 or 3 of those. And whatever colors you got. It's about 8, maybe 9 strips of fringe going down, depending on how long it is. I need like 3 of those in whatever colors you got. If you got, but I need some dance costumes, sucker. It's time for me to get my fringe on. Eat the cake, anime. You, well, I'm not. Oh shit. Oh fuck. I'm supposed to go out to chew with Mariah tonight, go to the club, hang out with Tony, go to them Mickey's and hang out. I gotta be up in the morning. So I'm keeping my ass at HOME. I said, how? Okay, whatever you have over there, McGee, just do what you do. You got the main thing, you got the size. Just do what you do. We looking for fringe. I wouldn't give a shit if you made fringe shit out of all whatever you make out of all that, whatever's there, you can make fringe out of that. Oh yeah, you are headed to Mo's. Okay. Tell Chatty I said hi. Um, what's the night? Tuesday. Oh yeah, y'all doing the thing tonight. That's right. The tunes or something. I'll send you the link. It's real simple. Yep. Just make me. I just need some friend shit. What was my high school experience like? Everything. Show tunes. I know show tunes. My high school experience was everything. Um, it went by very smoothly and very fast, if you want to be honest. No, Rona. And I tell you why. Because well, I have always had my family around me during school. We all went to school together and our close friends and stuff. Um, when I got like to ninth grade is when it just flew by. I started going into the gay area. Me and my cousin, we was out together all the time. So we was doing stuff. I won't forget because I need that. So we did all that stuff. We went to school. We hung out at night, and we was we was able to be freely at night without a curfew. Because our parents just knew they raised us right, but they didn't really give us that strict curfew. Because we always got up and went to school, we did our job and we whatever. When I got in 10th grade is when I got a fake ID. Having that fake ID and able to go to the clubs at night had really sped up my school year because I was having fun. Love you too, boo. Get out there, get down there safe. Having fun in school because we telling our stories to every class we went to about what we did the night before. And the school was fun. the classes was really simple because I went to a secondary school, and when I went to the regular high school, what they was teaching us in seventh, eighth, and ninth, that's what they were teaching them in 10th, 11th, and 12th. So I had already taken all the classes. So most of my classes by 10th grade was all elective. I only had maybe 3 or maybe 4 classes. At least I know 10th grade I had 4 classes. 11th and 12th I had like 3 major classes, and the other 2 was just electives. So I was able to really graduate in January instead of doing a whole full year because I only had elective classes because I had going from a secondary school to like a normal high school. We was like not advanced, but they taught us stuff faster and earlier, whatever. So it was fun, it was fun. We just had fun. It just seemed like the days is going by so fast because every night we went out. It was like we would go to school, we have fun in school, and then we get out of school, bitch, we going home and knock our homework out. If we had any, which most times we didn't, we on the bus, we going out to the gay area. So that has sped up high school for me. And I was living a double life. I was a teenager in the daytime, 23 at night. They thought I was in the military because back then in the 90s, it was a whole lot of military in that area. No, child, they had given up on that curfew. Mm-mm. I would say because I say well yeah, we didn't have a curfew. It was weird because there was a curfew, but it seemed like as everyone started go getting, it was like 50 of us. So as each generation or half of a generation was getting older, it seemed like the rules kept going down and down and down and down because for real, honey, I was coming in the house at 4 in the morning, had to be up by 6 to get on the bus or get a ride to school. But we got our asses up and we went to school. We had jobs. We went to school, we went to work, we went out, we came home. We didn't get in trouble. It was none of that. We didn't get in. We wasn't problem kids. We didn't get in trouble. Never had a problem from us. Teachers not calling. Nobody's calling. Never had no situations out of us. I went to Hoover High School. Mm-hmm. Teach you how to get a fake ID, baby. They don't do them like they used to. Now it's hard. You can't even really get one nowadays because they check. Yep. But school in itself was fun. I didn't have problems with any of the students or nothing. We never got into arguments and fights and all that type of stuff. We never got into that. I never got into that type of stuff with people at school. And for one, it was too many of my family members at one school anyway. But everybody pretty much knew somebody in my family. But I just never got into drama or was in the middle of the BS with people. We just never been. We just honestly, my family never been into that type of stuff. No, Rona. We always been real cool and relaxed. We just cool. Shit, hey. But I do remember. I could say from 8th grade till the time I have graduated. If there was a special event at school, like a big old talent show at night or a school dance or anything like that that happened after school, some straight boy have always kissed me. I don't know why. I'm not making this up. It just never failed. Me and my cousins, we was the ones that was always in the talent shows. We was always dancing. We was always in the middle of the circle dancing. We was always dressed alike. We was Belle Bill DeVoe, New Edition, whoever you needed. We was them. We had all the latest dance moves, the latest hairstyles, and we was in that era. Having girlfriends didn't it didn't do anything. I mean, it did something, but they knew. And if we ever had like a conversation or we kind of did like some type of playtation, flirtation, that's them the ones that always kissed me. Like, where'd that come from? Nothing never happened. Nothing ever went past that. They just always seemed to want to just come kiss me on damn some type of event. I'm going to the bathroom. I'm walking somewhere. I get pulled in the motherfucking closet door. One time I got caught behind the damn curtains, and I said that I was, trying to hide. It was just a mess. Sure did. One of the boys who used to like my girlfriend, and he didn't even like, he had just came to school, just moved to the school, and he was liking the girl I was dating. This boy did not like me at all. This fool ended up kissing me. Where did that come from? Yep, sure did. He did. I mean, and it was just like, oh my gosh, every day was something. It was like, what is wrong with him? So, we had like I think it was like Valentine's Day. And you could send these little cards around to people for $1. And he had sent my girlfriend one. And we was meeting up, going for like whatever period it was, third, fourth or something. And she was handing it over to me. And I looked at it, and I guess he seen me drop it in the trash, because I did drop it in the trash. And it was like a school dance that night. And then I'm trying to think, was I going to, I can't recall if I was going to the bathroom, or I don't know where I was going. But I remember walking out of the building, and then he was right there. He just gonna grab my face and kiss me. You bitch. Tell me, that's all you wanted anyway. I'm like, no, that's not. But he was fine though. Shit. It's amazing. But for real. And my lips was all pink, and I always wore Vaseline or took off a chapstick, so they would just. That's why they kiss me, punks. Shit, but I ain't got time for that. Something about celebrities. You can tell us who you were talking about in that video. No, one thing I'm not gonna do. No, Rona. I'm not gonna put nobody names out there. Now, if we were together and I was telling a story, then I would say, okay, this bitch here. But I'm not gonna call out nobody names, whether you know them or not, in situations, because that's not fair to them. And I don't want to be in that type of situation. That's why I never say who my celebrity crushes are, because I don't need nobody trying to be messy with my business. See, because if I ever see this person again, I don't need not one person fucking up my Jush, because I'm gonna kick your ass. So I keep things on a hush, because everything you don't need to know Is this live or pre-recorded? Well, I hope I ain't pre-recorded because that show ain't no goddamn hologram. I think we live in the flesh, yeah. We on this beach, 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 beach. I know I'll be doing the same thing too, though. I'll be on some people shit like, is this live? And they say, yes, live. Oh, okay. Cause one time I was on there keying, and I was like, why this bitch ain't responding back? Because it was already recorded. But it still said live on the bottom. Ran my nerves out. Shit. Thank you, Jed. I feel good. I'm 45 now. You know, when I washed my ass when I got home, I had mirrors in my bathroom so I could see. And I had to do a double take. Because I'm like, who is that? That's me. I said, baby, I haven't even seen the gym. If I could get my ass to the gym and work out, watch out. Whole fever. I really, y'all, for real, no tea, no shade, no pink lemonade. I mean, hell. When I say I have been having a golden fucking life, I think my life has been the tea. Ow. I don't know about everybody else's, but I really do feel my life has been the tea. Like, I be thinking about all this shit, and it just feel like, bitch, when I say you have done some shit, you know, you really did it. And I did it. I did that. Sure did. And the more I see things, and the more I well, when I say see things, when I watch like documentaries of like the older, I like today in the airport, I was watching the documentary of Ella Fitzgerald, and they tell you about her upbringing and this and that until you know you see her and she going and she moving, she's striving and all this and all that. I'm like, one thing I do know is, bitch, if you keep on living, your ass is gonna get older, and you are gonna slow down. But while your ass can get the fuck up and punch it, bitch, you better punch it, and I'm punching it. Fuck that. You got me fucked up. Cause one day, bitch, if we live to see it, we gonna slow our asses down. And that's like 70, 80, 90s, you know. But right now, you talking about, oh, I don't feel like going out. I just do whatever. Bitch, you better think. In a couple of more years, bitch, you ain't gonna be able to go out. So you better get you some fucking coffee and get the fuck up and get out. And enjoy yourself. Now, because I always said, bitch, I'm gonna go out every day. I'm just gonna go out, have fun, go out. And then when I start slowing down, I'm like, oh, I wanna go out. And I'm like, bitch, let me go have some fun. But as I'm getting older, and I'm watching these documentaries of people who already done lived and passed on, baby, listen. It's a lot of world down here. And you just better have you some fucking fun. Because, bitch, when it's over, it's over. And we just don't know when it's going to be motherfucking over. But it's going to be over. So I'm like, bitch, every time, I always have a good time. Y'all know that. But it's like, I am not. Baby, please. You better enjoy this shit. I'm like, damn. But you have to. Halloween. I haven't seen the new Halloween. I want to, though. I want to see it. It's amazing that Jamie Lee Curtis is still playing the same character she was playing when she was 12 years old. She was playing that character since she was 12. I did go to college. I went to cosmetology school right after high school. High school, I would say Halloween, but right out of high school. That didn't work out all the way. And then I went to fashion design school, which was really for room and board. for me to have somewhere to have a roof over my head. But I did go to class and stuff, but they wasn't showing me what I needed to learn. I mean, what I wanted to know. They were talking about fabrics and the cows and which one had milk, which one had seaweed, and how they the different fibers in the fabric. I didn't give a fuck about none of that. Show me how to cut this shit out and use this fucking machine. It was for room and board, for real. I'm gonna tell you what happened. So about 25, 26, I think about 26, I was living with, I mean, I had just broken off a relationship, 8-year relationship with my boyfriend, right? We was together for 8 years. We lived together and everything. But this was the first time, and I moved out. So me moving out only led me to, oh shit, bitch, I have nowhere to go. Do I want to go back home? Or do I want to just say, I'm going to make it, let me start from here and start fresh? So, in the midst of us breaking up, I had, a couple of friends, and one of my good friends was like, they knew what was going on. They knew I was going to leave. They said, girl, just come here, stay here, and get yourself together and find a place or whatever. Because, rent was cheap, whatever, but not. Well, I didn't want to go back home because I already been out. I moved out at 18 or 19, so I'd never been back home. So I was like, I ain't going back now. It was the first time I was single. It was the first time I had no responsibilities of another person, only myself. I have been in relationship after relationship after relationship. And it's not that there was like bad breakups, because they wasn't. It was just when me and my boy, three of my boyfriends or two of my boyfriends moved out of town, I wasn't going back. The last one, I just grew up. So, and then going from guys, before I was guys, I had a girlfriend. So it was like, you break up for a month and a half, you got a boyfriend. Y'all together for 2 years. You guys break up, you together for a month and a half. I mean, you single for a month and a half. Then you in another relationship. So at this point, being 26, I'm totally single. I have nobody to worry about but myself. I could do whatever I want to do. So I said, I'm not going home. I'm just going to make it work. No running. So in the midst of that, I had stayed with friends over the times. And then when I got to Long Beach, we have, me and my best friend at the time, we was together, like we was hanging, like both of us. Like he had his own situations. We became best friends in the midst of my separation and him. We just going out to the clubs and kept, meeting each other and talking, and we ended up hanging out, all of us, and then we became best friends. So it was like, shit, we got each other no matter what. So it was just us. It was just us. So, we knew some people, and they was like, yeah, this school, go to fashion design. You get your student loan and shit. They got room and board and shit. We looked at each other like, what? We was like, oh, bitch, by this time, we stand with our friend Simone in Long Beach. So we was like, okay, well, bitch, we gonna do that. So we went and signed up. They said, y'all come on. We was like, oh, bitch, we out, peace. So we did that. And that's why I said it was room and board. Because in the midst of that, bitches on GR and shit. And I was getting food stamps and little cash aid. And I always had me a bus pass. And I always had my cell phone number. Well, my telephone on. And my number has been the same since then. And that's what? Shit, that was like 2000, about 2000, hell, 2000, 2001. I had the same number. Yep. No running. So in the midst of that, like and then before I moved here, after I left there at the school, and did that, and I stayed there for like a year and a half, maybe two, and then I ended up moving with my drag grandmother out here because she had just moved into a 3-bedroom, and then she had told me to come stay with her, and then I stayed with her until I ended up moving here. And I said by 30, I'm gonna get my shit together. Sure did. For real. Me and my best friend, for real, we was stuck like this. It was like, bitch, fuck that, we got each other. I was dragging it and shit. You know what I mean? That bitch didn't do shit. With his, you know, his cash EBT shit, but we made it work. We made it work. We made it fucking work. Yep. And I don't regret none of that shit. I needed that to know who I am and to know who I was and to know that I have what it takes to survive. I know what I'm doing. I could do it. You know, because I feel like if I would have went back home, I don't know what would have happened. It just would have been like, ugh. You know, it just wasn't. It just wasn't feasible for me to go back home. In no sense of form and fashion. So I needed that break, but I needed to be free. I needed to not worry about somebody else, what their activities are, what they doing, how their feelings are. I couldn't. I was so happy to be fucking free. All I had was me, bitch. That felt great. Oh my gosh, it was like, oh fuck. I didn't have to check in with nobody. I could go as I please. I didn't have. It was just, bitch. I was finally single. And I said, you are not getting in a relationship. And I was ditching and dodging them. I would tell people I don't want a relationship.